Oh, man. All the lands and all the seas. It feels like it's been years since I last set foot through these doors. Oh, man, the best tavern in all the world. And I finally returned. It's damn good to be back. Oh, well, well. And it's even better to see my favorite tavern keep yet again. How have you been, my dear? Well, I can't say that my last journey didn't leave me feeling like death with a pulse, but now that I'm here, I feel better than I've ever been in a long while. Especially since I laid eyes on you. Oh, come on now. I can assure you that I'm neither a bard nor am I looking for any coin in exchange for my flattery. I unfortunately lack any musical skills, though I'm not in need of any coins, so you can rest assured that my compliments are indeed genuine. For you, they always are. What? Do you think that I praise you because I have some ulterior motive? I mean, my silver tongue may be one of my most useful assets, but you've never been the type to be seduced so easily. I'd only be making a fool of myself and wasting my time, both yours and mine. You know, if I thought I could really win you over with words alone. However, it's my heart that speaks such words into existence rather than my head. Therefore, you can rest assured that my flattery is very, very genuine. Can you really blame me? From the very first time I saw you, standing at the very same bar, every bit as stunning as you are right now, I was enchanted, I was enthralled. Then you handed me my first warm meal that I had in ages and let me stay here free of charge for the next month. Yes, you did put me to work for that whole month, but that doesn't negate the kindness that you offered. You could have easily just turned me away and given the room to some paying customer, but you didn't. Instead, you gave me a place to stay and the opportunity to find my footing. Even with such an attractive face, I couldn't have predicted you have an even kinder heart. Especially given the wicked words that your tongue speaks. But truly, your gesture was kind beyond what I could ask for. Especially given the trouble I caused you when I tried to work at your side. God knows that I only made your job harder, but you continued to allow me to work at this very tavern. Spending my days serving drinks in exchange for a roof over my head. And hell, you taught me everything I needed to know about gambling and swindling, as well as the most creative swears I've ever heard. I spent every day working at your side, and we ate together every night before bed. I was happy. Incredibly happy. Dare I say, I was the happiest I've ever been. However, as you know, all good things must come to a change. If not, come to an end altogether. And even back then, I knew all this, so when I was on the docks and I was offered a place on a ship about to set sail, it was an obvious sign that I needed to leave before I overstayed your generous welcome. So I rushed back in here, thanked you for your kindness, and told you that I would return in the future, before I set off to sea. It was when that I was on the ship I had really found what I'd been lacking when I came to you. A purpose. I came to you with a life I no longer wish to belong to, one that I couldn't even tell you of. And you gave me the means to start anew. You've given me the greatest gift that I could have never asked for. And I doubt that I could repay that. Sorry for the sentimental rambling, but all of it was just to say that you allowed me to get a chance at a new life. I am eternally grateful. If it weren't for you, I wouldn't have had a chance to find my love for the sea and eventually form my own crew and travel the world. I owe my life to you. I owe everything to you. And I feel like I can't say that enough. Everything that I have, everything I am, I owe it to you. I appreciate that you think all of this growth has been my own, but it truly hasn't. You and everything that you've done for me, you've changed the trajectory of my life. I would hardly be a pirate captain with a reputation known across the lands and seas. I would hardly have a crew or a ship. Hell, I doubt that I'd even have a life to live. I'd most likely be dead and rotting if, the vultures hadn't already picked my bones clean. You've kept me from such a fate. You saved me. I owe you for that. Hey. No trying to deny it now. I might not have a formal contract stating that I must repay you, but I refuse to let such a debt go unpaid. Alright? Especially to such a dear and beloved friend. It's with that in mind, I have, proposition, I suppose? I guess that would be a good term for it. Yes, I have a proposition for you. Your skepticism wounds me. Do you not trust me after all this time? But jokes aside, I promise it's nothing evil or wrong. It's simply a proposition between close friends. Just an idea that I wanted to present to you for, consideration. Well, there's no way until I tell you now, is there? So perhaps I should just tell you my proposition, and if you think it's truly loathsome, then I will gladly sit and I'll listen to you tell me off. Yes, gladly. I'd be happy to listen to you tell me off as long as you please. Even if you're scolding me, maybe even more. I'll admit, I do miss the way that you tell me off for bleeding all over the counter. I always got a feeling that you were scolding me to show that you cared, and that pleasant thought made sutures hurt much less. You meant tell you more about the offer. My bad. I understand now. I can't deny where my thoughts went when you asked me to tell you more. I promise I shall stick to my topic at hand now, if you can stop laughing at me. Finally. Okay. Thank you. Now, I have no subtle, flowery way of presenting this offer to you, so I'll just say it outright. My proposition is thus. I want you to join me on my ship and become part of my crew. I want you to join my crew and set sail with me. For many reasons. An uncountable number of reasons that I want you to join my side. And I apologize if I'm not able to say all of them. I suspect that, if you were to join me, some of these reasons would become clear in my mind as we spend more time together. And I might even share them with you. However, the main reason, as I just said, is I wish to repay for every kindness you've shown me. Yes, I know that this is your tavern and you spent so long making it what it is, but this isn't meant to be your fate forever now, is it? You grow restless, I can see it. This life, your life, it needs a new change, a new point of view, a new start, just like the one you gave me. And you may call me selfish for this, but I wish to give you this start. I want to be the one to extend this offer to you. Even more selfish yet, it's because I want your new life to still include me. I want to live a life by your side. I wish I could be there for you, even more than I can be right now. I miss you each time I leave, and I seek to hit two birds with one stone right now. I wish to give you the change and destiny that you crave, as well as to have you as a more steadfast presence in my life. It's, as I said, I'm so very selfish, but I still want to see you happy. There's no denying that I would gain something from this proposition, and I wouldn't try to hide such a fact. But I wish to give you something that brings you joy as well. I wish to see you happy. I want to see that spark of life in your eyes. If, they're still there, but they're so dull now. I want to nurture it back to health. I want to see it grow back into that lightning storm like it was when we first met. I want to see that wild joy in your eyes once again, for both your sake and mine. Of course, you're free to turn me down. I would understand if you did. This is your home after all, and I would not tear it away from you, nor would I tear you away from it. If you wish to remain here, I will accept that answer with no question, despite the longing in your eyes whenever you look towards the sea. Sorry, I'm just trying to remain impartial as I say this, but as you see, it's pretty difficult. I digress. As I said, I will accept whatever decision that you make, without question or judgment, so as I ask you, my dear. So I ask of you, my dear, that you at least consider the offer. If you were to join my crew, I would show you a life of wonder and excitement, and a life that I know you'd long for. I give you the world. All I ask is that you allow me to see it with you. If you don't have the answer now, that's fine. It's no small choice to make. I expect that you want time to make your decision, but we set sail in a week, and I fear that our next expedition will take far longer than ever before. So, I'm gonna need an answer before then. Well, I'll leave you to your work then. If you need me, I'll be a few doors down. You know which room I've chosen, and I trust that you still have a spare key for it. You're always welcome in, and of course, I'll be happy to talk to you, no matter what we talk about, of course. If you prefer not to, that's fine as well, but I'd like to share a meal with you one last time before we set sail, just like we used to. So, if you please, I'd like you to join me for dinner on the last night of this week. I'll cook for us. I just ask that you be there, please. I'm afraid that it will be the last time I have the chance to enjoy your company for a while. And once we're done, you can tell me the decision. And then, well, I guess we'll have to see, now won't we? Until then, I suppose. Have a good evening then, my dear. I'll be around the city if you need me. Just simply call for me and I'll return to you. See you when I see you.